Hey guys, MC Mura here. Today we got something very exciting to talk about because we're gonna talk about how Capcom actually balances Street Fighter 6. I was watching a video recently by FShamb. I will leave a link to it in the comments so you can check it out. They were talking about Ed and how they can make Ed broken, how they can make him a very strong character. In this video, FShamb brought a very interesting point, and that has got to do with the scaling, because in the previous Street Fighter games, scaling was straightforward. First hit did like 100%, second hit would do like 90s and 80s and 70. Some moves like crush counters enforced more damage. It was really consistent. But in this game, everything is micromanaged, and they brought up some really good examples with Ed. For example, this is Ed's crouching heavy kick. Notice this is doing 100%, and this move is super and special cancelable. So I can cancel it into super. And check this out, the super was a second hit in a combo, super cancel, did 100%. Check out the attack data, 100%, and this combo in general did 2800. Now, the crouching heavy kick is a part of a target combo, crouching heavy kick into heavy punch, and this target combo is super cancelable. That is its entire point. But did you notice this? The super did 60% of its damage. This actually did less damage, 2700, than if I had just done crouching heavy kick into super. So this one, 2800, you do the target combo, you're actually doing 2700, and check this out, it's 60% scaling. Actually doing less damage. The entire purpose of this target combo is that it's super cancelable, yet the scaling jumps immediately into 60%. Which is like significant, led to less damage overall. Now, if we got Marisa, one of the blessed ones, as that Capcom wants to do a lot of damage, she also got a very similar target combo, forward medium punch into heavy kick, right? And this one is also super cancelable, but check this out. The super actually did 80% scaling. It didn't jump immediately to 60 like Ed, it actually did 80% of its damage, leading to Marisa doing more damage overall, right? Another example was Ed, because this can happen with the same character, like within their toolkit. Check out this crazy example, right? So I can do heavy punch, and I can cancel this into a bunch of special, like heavy punch into blades, right? And let's say we super cancel that into the level 3. Let's pause it here so you can actually take a look at this, right? So here, the level 3 is doing 70% of its damage, right? I did heavy punch into the blades and cancel that into super. Now, if I did heavy punch, canceled it into the flicker, and then cancel that into super, the scaling jumped immediately to 50%. We went from 100 to 50 on the super cancel. So let's check this out, right? If I did the blitz and cancel that into super, bam, 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 and bam. 4700. Pretty good. Now let's do it by using the flicker. Not today. Immediately jumps to 50, right? So immediately they are kinda artificially hindering Ed. 3600. This did 1100 worth of difference, 11% on the average character. And I tell you why. I'll tell you why they're doing it that way. Because if you do a heavy punch into flicker with Ed, this got, I don't want her to do that. This got a lot of pushback, and this is -6 on block, so this is safe. This is a safe strategy. They don't want you fishing for this constantly and just hit confirming the super. But hey, it's like, I mean, she got this, right, to Gladius, and you can easily hit confirm that. And one other character that got this, which is a really big buff now, is also Ryu, right? You can immediately all the time with Ryu now fish with like crouching medium kick into the Hashogeki. And if this happened to land, you cancel into the level 3 super, and hey, I mean, that works for him, right? And even then, Ryu here, because I'm using a crouching medium kick, it's killing more. But if I'm using like a heavy punch, right? Ryu's at 70, not 50, so Ryu's getting more damage, right? 4300 instead of 38 that Ed got. And this is like the same exact concept. In fact, Ryu is even safer. Right? So this is one of the main ways that Capcom actually balances characters. Now, another crazy example, and this one is wild, and it got to do with Luke. Luke, one of the best characters in the game. And check this out because this one is actually insane, right? So Luke got this move, which is his charged tackle, right? And typically you can do something like this with Luke. Let's not make him block. Charged heavy punch into charged tackle, beast mode, baby. And check this out. Beast mode baby is doing 80%, right? So beast mode baby is at 80%, his level 2 super, and that's totally fine, right? That's okay. That is to be expected. Now check out this craziness, because if I did this as the first hit, beast mode baby is now doing 50%. The scaling immediately jumped into 50, and I will tell you why they did it this way, and that is because this move got armor. Because beast mode baby got armor, because as the shoulder, running shoulder, the enhanced one got armor. So they don't want Luke to be able to like armor through, even though it's kind of difficult. They don't want him to be able to do that and land big damage. Look, immediately jumped to 50. Another case where this is kind of weird to me and just doesn't make any sense is with Manon, because Manon got a case of the crazy ones with her confirms and her scaling, right? It's actually wild because Manon got some crazy scaling, some crazy micromanagement with her scaling to intentionally nerf her, in my opinion. Now she got a level 3 super that is a command grab, but you can combo into it, right? Check this out. If I do back heavy punch and I combo that straight into the level 3 super, this will do 95%. So the scaling of the super here is at 95%, right? It's not 100 like the other characters. Like for Cammy, for example, let's give her a... right? Cammy here, if I did a heavy punch into super, it's gonna be 100, right? But with Manon, you go from 100 to 95, which is, you know what, I'll take it, right? But you can go for other routes. You can add more damage here, right? Go back heavy punch into the head grab. But check this out, this actually scales the combo harder. Now the super is at 75%. So now you're doing even less damage when you did the extra hit. Now, you may say, alright, because Mura, this restands, this does alright. If I do the launcher kick, this scales even harder now because we are now at 65%. So you're doing even less damage at 3800. So believe it or not, if you're just gonna do that, or like the back heavy punch into super, that is the optimal damage, right? But it doesn't stop there, because like I showed you, back heavy punch into super, right? This makes the super scales at 95%. This does the 4600 that we just saw, right? But back heavy punch into super like that, that's not a very practical situation, more often than not, to be honest, because this is really hard to confirm and you have to be very close to get this. What is possible, what happens a lot with matches, is you whiff punish with a standing heavy punch and then you cancel that into super. Okay. But check this out. 85%. Why is her level 3 doing 85%? Why? Like a genuine question, why? Now check out this nonsense, because if I did this into like the level 1 super, the level 1 super is doing 100. So why does this specific combo do less damage? And 15% per level 1 super or level 3, it does 4k. So this is like 400 damage. At least 400 damage that I'm losing out on because Capcom saying, alright, Manon's gonna do way too much damage. We don't want that. That is nuts. To me, that's actually nuts, and I don't really understand why. Like, why are they micromanaging it that much? When yeah, like I can go into other supers. They're making it so that this is always like a less enticing option because this is the practical scenario, right? Back heavy punch into it. This is not gonna happen that much unless you're getting like a jumping combo maybe, right? But heavy punch like footsies damage, nah. Nah, you don't get that. So this all goes to show you that who is good and who's not are very like deliberate choices by Capcom. Like there is a ton of this all over the game where Capcom wants you to have this specific tool, but they don't want you to have too much damage outfits. They want you to have this, but not too much. They can easily manipulate that stuff to make whoever good and whoever bad, right? Because there is a lot of craziness that goes into it as well. So yeah. This stuff is kind of wild. I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this. Do you have any cases where you know that the character is getting like screwed over because of scaling and how it works? They're doing less damage than they should be. I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this in the comment section below. We'll be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.